Both Liverpool and Newcastle need to bounce back from defeats last weekend to get their top four ambitions back on track. SunSport betting experts have previewed the contest and selected the best bets, tips and exclusive sign-up bonuses from our leading betting partners. Sign up for the football newsletter. Thank you. New sign-up offers. SunSport exclusive. Liverpool vs Newcastle preview. It would have been labelled the Alexander Isak derby, but given his impact at Liverpool, it looks more and more that Newcastle ended up with the better end of that deal. As mentioned, it was a disappointing weekend for both Liverpool and Newcastle, with defeats at Bournemouth and home to Aston Villa, respectively. But both recorded good European results in midweek, although it wasn't enough for the Toon to bag a top 8 spot. The manner of Arne Slot's men's defeat at the Cherries would have been most concerning, having fallen 2-0 behind before battling back to level the game and then lose it with the last kick of the ball. Defensive injuries are costing them big time and they don't score enough. Only Fulham in the top 8 of the league have scored less. But there was no issue in the Champions League again, which is where they played their best stuff, and they battered Karabag 6-0 to cement third place and their place in the last 16. In the league, they head into the weekend in 6th, but 2 points off Man Utd in 4th, yet just 3 points ahead of Sunderland in 11th. Rumours of Slot's departure in midweek were wide of the mark, but another defeat here and the chopping block may not be far away. So it's maybe a good thing they welcome a Newcastle side who have been terrible away from home. Their only wins in 15 away games in all competitions this season have been at Burnley, Everton and Union SG. Though did record a very decent 1-1 draw at PSG in midweek. Alas, it wasn't enough to book a top 8 spot, though a win would have, and Harvey Barnes blew a chance late on to leave with a famous 3 points. Newcastle's only win over Liverpool since 2015 came in last season's Carabao Cup final. Liverpool vs Newcastle betting odds. Liverpool 3/4 with midnight, claim here. Draw 14/5 with midnight, claim here. Newcastle 3/1 with BetMGM, claim here. Odds are correct at the time of publication and are subject to change. Claim a £30 welcome bonus with midnight. Midnight offer. Download the Midnight app or create an account online here. Register using the code BETGET30. Deposit a minimum of £10. Place a £10 sportsbook bet at minimum odds of 1/1. Free bets will be credited upon settlement of your qualifying bet. Midnight, get £30 in football free bets. Liverpool vs Newcastle predictions. Back with a bump. That result in France is even more impressive given Bruno Guimaraes and Joelinton's absence. The former was named in the squad but an unused substitute, suggesting he could be back involved here, and has 2 bookings in 6 league appearances against Liverpool. Also carded in 3 of the last 4 games before injury, Bruno Guimaraes to be carded at 7/4 with midnight, claim here. First goalscorer and correct score predictions. Liverpool vs Newcastle. First goalscorer, Mo Salah to score first at 11 halves with TalkSport bet, claim here. Correct score. 2-2 at 11/1 with midnight, claim here, midnight. 18+ new customers only. Place a £10 plus bet at min odds 1/1, 2.0, within 14 days of sign up. Get £30 in free bets, valid for 7 days on selected bets only. Free stake not returned with winnings. TCs apply. BeGambleAware.org. Betfred. New customers only. Register, deposit with debit card, and place first bet £10 plus at evens, 2.0, plus on sports within 7 days to get 3x £10 in sports free bets, 2x £10 in ACCA free bets within 10 hours of settlement. 7-day expiry. Eligibility payment exclusions apply. Full TCs apply. TalkSport. 18 plus new customers only. Opt in and bet up to £40, min. £20, via mobile or app on any football, odds 1/1 plus, within 7 days of registration. Get up to £40 in free bets on selected markets, which expire in 7 days. TCs apply, see below. GambleAware.org. Please gamble responsibly. Tote. New customers online only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bet min of €10 at odds of 1/1, 2.0, or greater across sports or racing. If EU then min €10 win plus €10 place, within 7 days of registration. Receive €20 tote credit and €10 free sports bet. Qualifying bet is the first racing pool or sports bet added to the bet slip. 7-day expiry. 18 plus. Full TCs apply. GambleAware.org. Betfair, 18 plus. Place a minute £10 bet on sportsbook on odds of min EVS, 2. 0. Get £50 in free bet builders, accumulators or multiples to use on any sport. Rewards valid for 30 days. Only deposits via Pay by Bank, Apple Pay or debit card will qualify. TCs apply. Please gamble responsibly. Paddy Power, 18 plus. New customer offer. Place a minute £10 bet on football on odds of min 1. 5, 1/2. Get £50 in free bet builders after the qualifying bet has been settled. Rewards valid for 90 days. Only deposits via Pay by Bank, cards Apple Pay will qualify. TCs apply. Please gamble responsibly. Sky Bet, 18 plus. New customers only. Football ACCAs only. 5 legs or more. Odds 1/1 or greater. 5x £10 bet tokens. Free bet stakes not included in returns. Free bets for football ACCAs, 5 plus legs, only. Free bets non-withdrawable. Free bets expire after 30 days. Eligibility restrictions and further TCs apply. Coral, 18 plus new customers only. Certain deposit methods bet types EXCL. First deposit bet €10 plus at min odds 1/2 on sports within 14 days of account reg get 4x £10 free bets, selected sportsbook markets only, valid 7 days, max 1 free bet per player. Restrictions plus TCs apply. Paramatch. 18 plus, new customers only. Opt in, deposit bet £10 on any sports, odds 2. 00 plus, in 7 days. No cash out. Get 4x £5 sports free bets for set markets, odds 2.00 plus, which expire in 7 days. GambleAware.org. Please gamble responsibly. Remember to gamble responsibly. A responsible gambler is someone who establishes time and monetary limits before playing, only gambles with money they can afford to lose. Never chase their losses. Doesn't gamble if they're upset, angry or depressed. Gamcare, Gamcare. Org.uk. GambleAware, GambleAware.org. Read our guide on responsible gambling practices. For help with a gambling problem, call the National Gambling Helpline on 0808 8020 133 or go to GamStop. Co.uk to be excluded from all UK regulated gambling websites.